Hey YouTube, this is Samurai of the East here with
Team Super Fusion. SW Fan Films.
Dragonic Shadow 2746.
and we're here with my deck. We're here to show off my new Elemental Hero deck that I'm testing out right now. We're going to start off with 2 Elemental Hero Neos. Reason being is when you're using Neos fusions, plus all the Neospacians that are in my deck that allow more and more chances to back off and having your chances of bringing them back out.
Yep.
1 Stratos, of course, because it's limited. Plus the effect is search engine.
You can get crazy
plus
+1s off of Stratos.
Also, I'm wondering why limit Stratos? Because no one really uses E-Heroes that much anymore.
No, dude, heroes are actually getting popular. People are running Hero Stun.
Well,
good point.
Reason being, plus and his second effect for destroying backfields if you have more elementals in the field.
Yeah.
Blade Edge, of course, a Pierce, plus good with fusions
plus
I have.
A Gaia dump.
Yeah. Odd Heart, of course, and this is my special misprint
Ultra
Gaia.
Secret.
Of course, attack your opponent even though they can't flip their traps. Alternative Sparky. Bubbaman, of course. Then you have Clayman, Burstinatrix, and Avion.
Which are the trademark heroes.
They were what began the whole series.
Yep.
Next up are my favorites.
The manga ones.
Ocean, just because if I have anybody in my graveyard, it's easy to bring back out. And his ally. Woodsman, mostly for a search engine for polymerizations in your deck or graveyard. Voltaic, good reasons. If I have any banished heroes, I can bring them back from each attack. Of course, everyone's going to believe this. Dandy. You're going to need Dandy, mostly with an E-Hero deck.
Unless you're running Necroshade.
True. And plus, with the 2 fluff tokens you get out of it, it's easy to bring out, say... Neos.
Or Blade Edge or something like that.
Yeah. Plus, it's easy for Exceed Summoning, too. Hero Kid, of course. Yeah, I know YouTube. There should be 2 more with this. But right now, 1's good enough with me with the deck I have now. Rottweiler.
Obvious reasons.
Yeah.
The cycle,
you get a Poly and a Hero.
Easy way to bring him back. This is a good one for many reasons. Phantom Magician, just because...
You get your Bubble Man.
Yeah, search...
Your Airman, or your Featherman, your Burst Lady, your
and in case you don't know what he's talking about, he's talking about them in their OCG name.
Yeah, I don't like Avian and Burstinatrix. I don't like their names. I don't like their TCG names. I like their OCG names.
Alright.
And I'm a huge Jaden fan, so.
Alright, now off to my favorite heroes, the Neospacians. Glow Moss for many reasons because of its effect. Just by attacking your opponent or having the opponent attack them.
But one thing is, one downside to Glow Moss is you give your opponent a hand advantage.
Yeah.
True.
But you also know what's in their hand. You can also keep track of what's in their hand.
True.
Now,
very true.
My favorite of all Neospacians, Grand Mole. He's your bouncer. Grand Mole is the automatic say F you to Blue Eyes or any other monster
or
on the field.
Stardust Dragon or anything of that matter.
Brionnic, Trishula.
Next up, Neospacian Aqua Dolphin. Perfect for anything, whatever you need to take damage to your opponent. Next up, Flare Scarab, and he's been my ultimate good friend so far whenever I've been dueling. I've taken him down to a duel. I've taken many of my opponents out because he's gotten 3,100 in one duel. Just because of all the spells and traps that you can get. Next up, Black Panther. Dark Panther. Many reasons.
Black Panther's also the OCG, so it's alright.
True. Many reasons is he can transform to any of your opponent's effect monster on the field. Just say you have Armor Tile. He takes the effect of Armor Tile.
You got
10,000 attack.
It'll take JD's attack.
Or Stardust or anybody from on your opponent's side of the field.
Yep.
But it's until the end phase, so.
Still. Next up, my loving. Sorry about that.
Sorry about that.
You dropped the cards.
Butterfingers.
My loving Air Hummingbird who gives me health. Say your opponent has infinite cards. Your opponent has 10 cards in his hands. There you go. There's gaining life points right there for you. Well, I show you all my monsters, so now jump right on to the spells. 2 polys, of course, you need them in any E-Hero deck. Parallel, of course.
Well, because you're going to be banishing stuff, so.
Definitely.
Might I suggest adding a fusion gate?
I will soon. Our Righteous Justice. Many reasons.
Back row killer.
Now this is a good one for anybody. Fifth Hope. Many reasons, because when you have 5 heroes in your, if you have 5 elemental heroes in your
It
graveyard,
doesn't have to be hero cards. It can be hero support like E-calls, Oversouls, Miracle Fusions.
It's 5 elemental hero cards.
Cards. It doesn't specify.
Okay. It's basically Pot of Avarice.
yeah.
And I'd rather main 2 of I run heroes as well, and I main 2 of those, and I'd rather main 2 Fifth Hopes over 2 Pot of Avarice or 1 Pot of Avarice.
All right. Next up is a new card. Mass change. Just because having mass heroes like Goka
Vapor.
and Vapor, it's definitely helped, because if you have like Bubble Man or anybody, automatic first round, there he is.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, just for the Neos, reverse of Neos.
It's actually a really good card.
Definitely.
Neos Fusion leaves the field, is destroyed. You can special summon Neos from your deck until the end phase.
Next up is Neospace. Definitely need with the Neospacians and Elemental Hero Neos.
Well, you don't exactly need it. Like, you could always man a Neos, an instant Neospace. But yeah, I mean, that's a really good choice.
Of course, instant Neospace just for your fusions.
Yep.
Wrath of Neos. Very perfect. Mostly in some cases if I get stuck. Magical Mallet.
Oversouls.
I don't have it anymore.
I have an extra one somewhere.
Magical Mallet. Many reasons. Say
You start
all
off with a bad
powerhouses.
hand.
All powerhouses. Shuffle them in. You gain all your greatest desires if you need it for defenders or something. Monster Reincarnation. Many reasons. Just to bring back something to your hand if you're in trouble. Now, just to show off a little bit of my crazy pulling, I barely get any good pulls. Super Poly, many reasons with my extra deck whenever I get the chance to show you guys.
Especially if you have like Gaia or whenever
Episode
the hell
Zero.
they release Escurideo, but that's besides the point.
Fisher, good
That
reasons
Fisher.
for that. It's very, very
Hey,
helpful.
Jamie, guess what? Fisher. Hey, Jamie, guess what? Fisher. Hey, Jamie, guess what?
And
Fisher.
off the
Hey,
point
Jamie,
of that,
guess what? Not
Heavy
Fisher.
Storm. Heavy Storm. Definitely need.
Oh, that's a staple, this format.
Oh, it's perfect in this format with this hero deck too. Because if your opponent has entire back row and you're like in a corner, just wipe the whole field out.
Because it's dead after. It gets dead when you have Neospace on the field because you're gonna be like, well, I don't want to get rid of my Neospace. So what
Now
do I
for Future Fusion, reasons being whenever I hope later on to pull or buy Divine Neos, just so I can use
will
it.
come in handy.
This card definitely comes in handy, mostly with him.
You have 10
Onto
minutes.
traps. Hero counterattack.
Okay, we're about to speed this up a bit because you're up to 9 minutes. There's a 10
yeah.
minute limit on YouTube.
True. Just hero counterattack, hero signal, kid guard, mostly with my hero kid. Call the Haunted. Yeah.
Shiny.
Dust Tornado, major help, mostly whenever, if you can't get that out. Trap Hole, Dark Bribe.
Just counter you for anything, really.
Wabuki, major reason.
Wabuki.
Well, I toss
It's
Wabuki.
Waboku.
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 Well, I call it Wabuki for some reason. Scrap Iron Scarecrow, major help if you're in trouble.
Well, yeah, it's
That's
an attack
me.
negator.
Gift of the Magical or Mystical Elf, many reasons for health. And Magic Jammer. Now, off to the side deck real quick, just because it's a small side deck.
Fly.
Fusion Recovery,
Flash,
Flash.
recharge, and another Featherman. Extra
Now,
deck.
extra decks real quick because I'm running out of time. Flame Wingman, many reasons.
Shining or
Phoenix Enforcer, Thunder Giant, Plasma Vice, Wild Heart or Wild Edge, Terra Firma, good reasons. 2 Tornadoes,
3 Tornadoes, yeah.
Gaia, Goku.
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 That's he's Goku. Yeah, he's my
Yeah,
Goku.
just call it Goku.
Alright. Grand Neos, Flare Neos, Glow Neos, Chaos Neos,
And Storm Neos.
well, YouTube, sorry for the whole long video, but see you later.